How you show up matters, and how your viewer is receiving you can make a lasting impact on your network. Sharing in your stories is a fantastic way to connect and show your personality. When you show up with intentionality, authenticity, and excellence, you're telling your viewer that you care, you're committed, and you're stable, which are all characteristics of the type of leader everyone wants to follow. I'm going to share some tips with you on how to upgrade your stories using educational posts, personal videos, photos, and shared reels. So let's jump right into it. Educational posts. Use photos. They stop the scroll. A lot of times you got a lot of information to get across, and sometimes people don't have time to read everything. So if you can put a fantastic, engaging, interesting photo up, they will stop to look at it, and the information will be a side effect. And because there's so much going on, I want to encourage you to use Canva. This is a great way to keep everything organized and easy to understand. And the last thing is, don't make the same mistake I did by using too many fonts. Too many fonts can be visually overstimulating, and people will continue to scroll on by thinking, I don't have time to untangle this web. Personal video. I want to encourage you, don't be overwhelmed by this. Don't feel like you have to have it all together. The more authentic you are, the more you're going to connect with your people. And that's what matters. The views don't matter. It's how much engagement and relatability you have to your network. So I want you to use the video app on your phone, the natural one that's already embedded into the programming. Don't feel like you have to pull up Instagram and find the right filter and have the right settings. Just pull up your videos on your phone, take a video of whatever you're feeling in the moment so that it's authentic and it's connecting, and you can really hone into how you're feeling and the energy you have in the moment. You can always download it onto stories later and apply your filters then. Sharing photos. Before I started posting reels, all I did was photos, and I could not figure out why people weren't following me or why people were unfollowing me until I connected the fact that the quality of the photo I'm sharing is usually the principle that gets applied to me as a person. People want to follow a captain that knows where they're going. They're confident. They have a plan and a purpose. They think things through, and they're going into the sunset whether we're on board or not, right? We want to know that the captain we're following cares and values excellence. So when we post photos that are kind of shooting from the hip, they're maybe a little blurry, they don't really have a clear message being sent. Well, what exactly are you taking the photo of? Maybe they're way in the background and it's really obvious that there wasn't a lot of thought put into it. It can send that message across that that's the type of person you are. You don't really think things through. You don't have a plan for this photo. You're just kind of doing whatever. And on the flip side, if you take just a little bit of time to think about your lighting, environment, and color scheme, it's going to make a huge difference for you in the level of excellence that you're portraying to your network. Don't be afraid to play around with GIFs or the drawing tool. If you hold your finger down on the screen, the whole thing will turn into one color if you'd like. You can play with all sorts of different fonts that are at the bottom in the scroll area. In the top, there's a square with 3 little stars. That's going to change the shade that goes behind it. There's so many options on Instagram and on Facebook for you to really make interesting stories. And if you're not sure what to do, you can always go to Pinterest. All you have to do is type in the top story ideas, and it will give you lots of different options to choose from and be inspired by. And our last one, shared reels. This is a great way to increase engagement on reels you've already created in your newsfeed. Just bring up your reel, go to the bottom right-hand side, and you'll see a triangle. Click on that little paper airplane and send it straight to your stories. Once it's there, you can do all sorts of really fun and creative things with it. I actually have a tutorial on my Instagram. If you go to the_messy_upgrade, you will find that tutorial in my newsfeed on how to make floating words in Canva for sharing reels. It's really simple and really straightforward. You're gonna love it. I really hope that this was helpful for you. For more information on how to upgrade your social media, go to themessyupgrade.com. We do monthly course drops, things like how to take a really great photo using your iPhone, also how to create a reel. How in the world do you do that? It's a step-by-step tutorial, anywhere from easy to advanced. And we also have a library full of ready-to-use content for you to post straight to your newsfeed of graphics, photos, and videos. We also have an exclusive members only Zoom that's once a month, and you get to come and do Q&A style of how to troubleshoot and overcome those obstacles that you haven't been able to yet. Don't forget to tag me if this video was helpful for you and you decide to create something amazing. I get so excited watching people overcome those upgrade obstacles and create something truly inspiring and empowering. I hope to connect with you guys more over on themessyupgrade.com.